Walking with God is not just about today. It's not just about getting through school or having a movement here on campus, but it's really about us walking with God for a lifetime, day in and day out through the highs and lows. At some point, a lot of us are going to experience sickness. Some of us are going to have job challenges. Some of us are going to have hard things happen in life. Others are going to be in different parts of the world. Sometimes we'll be alone, sometimes we'll be together, but life is going to happen. And the reality is, it's our character that makes a difference in how well we're going to walk with Jesus in the midst of these things for the rest of our life. So we're going to dig into that. We're going to look at our character and how Jesus creates character in us so that we can have that lifelong vitality with God. And when we talk about walking with God, I've kind of learned from my own life experience and looking at the Word of God that there's some crucial areas of character that really make a difference. And we need to be growing in maturity in these in order to walk well with the Lord. Things like love and faith and hope, faithfulness and wisdom. Things that go together, grace and truth, togetherness. We're living with people and not independent. And it's when these things aren't present or aren't growing in our life that we're prone to have things happen in our life that cause us to not continue on in our intimacy with the Lord or have things shortchange our influence with others. But if we have love growing in us, we're going to choose to serve even when we don't want to. If we have hope that comes from Christ and not from our circumstances, when life is hard, that's going to help us have that faith in the Lord that sustains us and propels us in a way that's authentic and attractive and ultimately where we find life. So when we get to the end of our lives or when we're sitting in heaven with Jesus, we're going to be able to look back and see how He changed and influenced our lives and know that we had this sweet walk with Him day in and day out, our whole lives. And not only that, we'll get to see those who were influenced by our walk, not only when we were in college, but when we got our first job or we moved to that new city or when our grandkids were born. And we're going to celebrate how God matured us and grew us because of the things we're learning even this week. One of the neat things about this upcoming talk series is we're going to be talking about things that really matter. Things that matter today. Things that matter tomorrow. Things that if God does these things in our life, 5 years from now, we're going to be different. And if we don't see these things happen, we're going to be struggling. And so that's really what we're going to be talking about. It's that character, that crucial character that Jesus needs to work in us. So we're going to learn together. What does it look like to trust Him? What are these things that are important so that our lives matter? And when we're 60 and our grandkids are sitting around, they're going to know that we walk with Jesus, and we're going to be able to look at the lives that have been changed over the last 60, 80 years. So over the next few weeks, we'll get to hear from a variety of our staff, which is exciting because they're all going to bring unique perspective. And as I've seen how God's put together the topics of these different character qualities and the staff that I'm going to be giving them, there's some great matches. Bridget's going to be starting us off here in the first week and really addressing love. And then in a couple weeks from now, Brad Giannini is going to come up, and then David Lowry and Aaron Martini, and then I'll get to close that up before Julie sends us off for the summer. So hold on to your seats. We're going to have a great next couple months.